All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Rockets content, so that like button, hit that sub button if you enjoy it. About 3 hours from the time I'm making this video, free agency will have, or the talking period will have officially began, and we'll probably have some Rocket signings like literally 3 hours from now. By the time a lot of you guys watch this video, we probably will have a couple of signings. I want to speak on Brook Lopez. And I want to speak a little bit more on Alperen Sengun. I'm probably going to go live right after this. We got a lot to dissect today. Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone for the night. But if the Rockets make some moves right at the start of it, I should be able to make some videos on it. Brook Lopez, heavy favorite to go to the Houston Rockets. We're taking all these rumors, we're taking all these reports with a grain of salt because in general, I used Andre Drummond as my example yesterday. Andre Drummond, we woke up yesterday. It was like, all right, he's going to be a Maverick. By the end of the day, he accepted his player option for the Bulls. I don't want Brook Lopez on the Houston Rockets. I made a Mo Wagner video yesterday. We talked about Mo Bamba. We've talked about all types of backup centers for Alperen Sengun. Here's the bottom line. The best players are going to play. Okay. One of my concerns is this. Who's better right now, Brook Lopez or Alperen Sengun? Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez just had a phenomenal season. Like a phenomenal season. You have a DPOY candidate. You had a borderline all-star. Like Brook Lopez was a great rim protector. He can stretch the floor. He can score down low. Like he's a great player. And Alperen Sengun, in case anybody's forgotten, is still 20. The dude's 20. Talent-wise, Brook would play over Sengun. Fit-wise, I'm sure we'd see a little bit of Sengun and Brook Lopez, but they're both slow big men, right? It's not like a Bam Adebayo or a Jaren Jackson Jr., a guy you feel comfortable in a pick-and-roll scenario to switch. So as far as the actual fit of Alperen Sengun and Brook Lopez goes, I think it would be interesting. I think they would experiment with it, but long-term, I don't think our starting lineup for all the next season would be Sengun at the 4 and Brook Lopez at the 5. With that being said, Sengun's a great basketball player. So like basically some people's discourse is, all right, well, if Sengun is so good, why are you worried about Brook Lopez coming in and taking his job right out of the gate? Sengun last season played 75 basketball games. He averaged 29 minutes a night. He put up 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3.5 of those offensive rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block per game, while shooting 55% from the field, 33.5% from downtown, and 72% from the free throw line at 20 years old. He did this at 20 years old. I'm having a hard time understanding what team, if we were any other team in the league, why you would want to bring in Brook Lopez or any starting center when that's your starting center statistics at 20. Those are Alperen Sengun statistics at 20. But I get it. Ime Udoka, new man on campus. We want to set the tone. We want defensive players. I want championship pedigree players. So here's my worst nightmare. And my issue with signing, if Brook Lopez is signed by the Houston Rockets, if I check my phone later tonight and Brook Lopez is a Houston Rocket, I won't be upset. I won't be thrilled. I'll be a little bit curious, a little bit anxious on what that future with Sengun's going to look like. But there's a reason we gave up 2 first-round picks to trade for Sengun in the draft. Sengun has the potential to be an all-star easily, but he has the potential to be a franchise player. Houston's biggest flaw right now is we don't have a franchise player, or I guess, defense, whatever you want to say. Our goal next season needs to be, who's our franchise player? Is it Jalen Green? Is it Alperen Sengun? Is it Tari Eason? Is it Jabari Smith Jr.? Is it Amen Thompson? Blah, 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 blah. The list can go on and on. Is it Tari Eason? You could legitimately have a convo about that. I think Tari's more of a star player, but hopefully you get what I'm going at. My concern with a Brook Lopez signing is you sign Brook Lopez and you're playing 30 plus a night because he's Brook Lopez. He's a DPOY candidate. He's borderline all-star. He's one of the best in the business at what he does. He has everything you want. He has everything Ime Udoka wants. So we see Şengün's minutes somewhere between 25 and 30 because he's still a great basketball player. He's still going to play. He's still going to play at least 25 minutes a night. So 2 years from now, well, Brook Lopez is gone. All right. The Houston Rockets didn't win a championship. Okay. Everything we wanted to get out of Brook Lopez wasn't successful because technically we didn't win a championship. So our defensive identity is now gone because our DPOY candidate is also gone. And possibly 2 DPOY candidates are gone because it'll be Dillon Brooks and Brook Lopez. But, we could get into a whole different thing. Well, Tari Eason looks like a freaking stud. Jabari Smith Jr. looks like a freaking stud. Like, we have some great wing defenders and wings on our team right now. But my point is, well, now Şengün's gone because 4 years have passed. He's off his rookie deal, and he's been coming off the bench, or just we haven't really given him the keys in the last 2 seasons because Brook Lopez is our starting center, as he should be, and now he's gone, and now Şengün's gone, and it's just like, well, what the hell was the point of that? It's just, that's my fear with a signing of Brook Lopez, is just not truly seeing what we have with Alperen Şengün, because I think it's really important to note, like, this kid is 20. He's 20. I think his birthday is like the day before or after mine. So he'll be 21 in less than a month. I mean, that's so young. Like, that is just so young. That's just my fear. That's my worry with signing some of these guys. Now, Şengün's going to be different than, like, Freddie signing for 2 years for Amen Thompson makes a little bit more sense to me. I still think it's, kind of stupid. Freddie's not my biggest target, neither is Brook, but, like, it's a little bit different. Amen Thompson is a rookie, but Şengün's been in the league for 2 seasons now. There's a reason he won Turkish League MVP. I just, especially considering what we saw with Denver last year, where, Nikola Jokic is not a rim protector by any means, but he still tries on the defensive side. There's still effort. There's still intensity on defense, which is exactly what you see with Alperen Şengün. The difference is, Jokic is like 8 years older than Şengün right now, or 7 years older than him. Like, there's just so much potential in a player like LP that, to me, it makes more sense to get a Mo Wagner, to get a Mo Bamba, to get a Mason Plumlee, to get a backup center. Naz Reid would have been perfect, to just get a backup center and run at least one more season of Şengün, and let's just see what we have, man. I one thing I'm liking is the Rockets front office and Ime. They seem to be on the right page. I know they're going to make the right decision here. If they truly want to bring in Brook, they'll bring in Brook, and we'll figure it out as it comes. It's not my favorite scenario. The Rockets offseason right now is just not. I'm not loving it because it's a really bad free agency, and we don't technically have to spend all this money quite yet. We could wait till the trade deadline. We could, take the penalty and pay our players an extra, $20 million by the end of the season because we didn't pay 47. Like, I don't want to hinder our future. And I understand, Fred on a 2-year, Dillon Brooks on a 2-year. These are deals that make more sense to me. But Brook Lopez coming over to Houston, I think people are overlooking the fit of Şengün and Brook starting at the same time. I don't think long-term it would work. Say, real quick, before we end this video, a crazy hypothetical world. The Houston Rockets are in the finals next season. The starting big men will not be Şengün and Brook Lopez, most likely. I mean, that just seems very far-fetched. That's unrealistic to me. So Rockets have to make a decision. And I'm very curious to see because, like I said, 3 hours from now, free agency will begin. And we'll know if Brook Lopez is a Rocket or not. And it seems like they're going to throw him a shit ton of money. And it seems like there's a decent chance he takes it. So that's it for today. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. That's not it for today. That's it for this video. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Peace. Appreciate y'all. I got to get ready for this live stream. See you guys there. By the way, Let's Talk Rockets, a live stream we do every day on this channel. The links to Apple Podcasts are down below. The links to Spotify podcasts down below too.